Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about menopause and stress, how stress impacts menopause, and what happens if you have both of these things going on right now. What even? Ugh. So, super fun. I put some things down and I want to be like, oh, guess which category this one belongs to. Guess which category? Oh, we're going to play that game. We're going to play that game. It's going to be really, really fun. Before I get into the fun game here, it's a fun game. It's a fun game when you learn things and you're like, oh, dang it. Before I get into the fun game, I do want to draw attention to other resources that I have for you. If you are looking for more guidance, more info, all that stuff, I have a book called The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. It talks all about nutrition that matches your hormones and your cycle. I have a whole section in there on the history of nutrition and why it is set up for men, not women. And I have a whole chunk in there that is about, it's called The 7 Bodies of Eve. So it talks about the different bodies you go through in your lifetime. I have a small section on perimenopause and menopause in there as well. I also have an entire book called The Female Menopause Solution. That's on Amazon as well. So detailing out nutrition for perimenopause, menopause there. My YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westy and my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. And I do a ton of info and content for women just so you get the opportunity to look and learn and try and shift and change things on your own. Now, if you are looking for guidance, something more specific to you, then I would suggest getting on the waitlist for the 12-week challenge. And I'll put that in the comments right now. I actually have a challenge that is specifically built for women in perimenopause and menopause. Your body is different. You get a whole new body. Your hormones and everything shift and change. So of course you would need to change how you care for that body. When hormones are different, chemicals are different, you can't keep doing the same old thing and expect a better result when the body is different, right? Of course, naturally. So that's what we do in the 12-week menopause challenge. So again, get on that wait list right there in the comments and you can learn more about that. So registration for that is in September, just an FYI, and we do fill. Last round we sold out in 24 hours. So yes, because it is a lot of content, a lot of info, and I really guide you through this process very, very well. So, okay, menopause and stress. You guys ready for the game? All right, guess which category uses muscle for energy? So all the hard work you're doing at the gym, trying to build lean muscle, trying to be like, okay, if I have muscle, I get more tone, I have more energy, I can burn more fat, right? Yes, because if you have more muscle, you burn more fat. But if you can't use that muscle for fat burning, what does it get used for? It gets used for energy, right? That catabolizes that muscle tissue, breaks down that muscle tissue for energy super fast. That's not fun. Right? You're trying to work out and build muscle, and it's just a harder time. Now, women have a harder time building lean muscle than men do anyway, hormonally. And when you go through menopause, that changes. I'm giving away the answer. Dang it. I'm giving away the answer. Guess what category this belongs to? Yep, it belongs to menopause. It belongs to menopause. When your hormones shift and change, you don't get to, it's harder for your system. Not that it can't do it. It's just harder. It's harder for your system to build and maintain lean muscle. You really have to shift your nutrition to support lean muscle growth and repair. You have to. Oh my God. But wait, there's more. There's more. What happens to your body when it's under a lot of stress? It breaks down the muscle tissue and uses that for energy. That was a trick. That was a trick. See, I'm super excited about this game. I need more hobbies maybe. It's both. It's both. Which means if you are in perimenopause or menopause and you are under more stress, this happens double time. Double time. So great. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next. Storing more fat. Storing more fat. Women who are watching this right now who are like, yeah, I went through menopause and that definitely happened. That's a menopause thing, right? Yep. That's a menopause thing. Storing more fat. Yeah. Oh, but guess what? But wait, there's more. It's also a stress thing. I know, another trick question right there, right? I'm so sneaky. I'm so sneaky with this. Yeah. When your hormones shift and change, your system actually puts the average woman gains 7 to 10 pounds just going through menopause. They're not changing their nutrition. They're not changing their exercise routine. Nothing else changes in their life. Just hormones, 7 to 10 pounds on average. I'm going to write that down. 7 to 10 pound weight gain. Adding 7 to 10 pounds. Who wants that? And then because it's extra 7 to 10 pounds, your body's having a harder time building lean muscle and getting it burned off. What? Come on. Ugh, how is that fair? It's not. It's just how it is, right? Great. Just sunshine and rainbows right now for you guys. Okay, so what about this part though? Storing more as fat. Ooh, yeah. When your system's under stress, when the female body is under stress, it is designed to go into fat storage mode. Men and women burn fat differently, right? The female body, the male body burns fat differently. Yeah, it does. It does. And when you're under stress, the female body stores everything like twice as much. Doesn't matter what you eat. Celery stores it. Protein. Like, well, I'm getting that protein, and you talk about protein. I do talk about protein all the time. Yes, thank you for listening. But there's this fantastic process. I'm lying. I'm being facetious. It's not fantastic. It's called gluconeogenesis. It's taking the proteins that you eat, turning it into sugars, and shoving it in a fat cell. Happens with the stress. Good times. Again, we're seeing a trend here, right? When you are in menopause and under stress, it's like a double whammy on your system. So if you are not prepared to have the right nutrition, the right, fuel for your body to support these processes not happening, you're going to be left out there in left field feeling like, what is happening? How come I can't get my body back on track? Why is it responding this way? Yeah. Okay. So you guys already know what this game is, right? Disrupt sleep. So, of course, right, this is classic. Women who go through menopause, they have disrupted sleep. And again, disrupted sleep from cortisol patterns being off, very, very common. This is not just disrupted sleep, though. This can be things that include any, like brain fog, right? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can tell my girls are jumping around upstairs. Like, it's nighttime. I told them to get ready for bed. And they're legit just jumping. Sounds like elephants. Okay. Yeah, they're 10 and 12. Okay. This is adding to my stress right now. But disrupted sleep doesn't allow your cortisol systems to react and respond positively, so it can be hard to get out of bed. It can be hard to motivate yourself. I hear that a lot. It's hard to get motivated, all these things. It's not just about motivation. It's about cortisol, and it's about the increased inflammation in your system. Yeah. Brain fog. Inflammation. Huge. This can make you feel puffy. It can make you feel achy. It can make you feel just ugh. That's a big thing to battle for sure. Okay. So again, both of these can belong here. Now, also super fun as another layer on top of all this, just going through menopause is actually a stressor on your system in and of itself. Isn't that great? And then let's add in all the other stressors in the world right now. And you have to remember a couple of things about, I said on a physio ball, let's try not to bounce, but when we look at menopause and when we look at cortisol levels in the female body, you have to realize there's a lot of other stress factors that take into account. On average, women who are Black or African American, they go through menopause 2 years earlier, on average 2 years earlier than white women. Why? Stress and the allostatic load on their systems makes that much of an impact on hormones. So again, menopause in and of itself, menopause has the stress added, and then let's add in the stress on top of it. And we'll talk about stress in the world, right? Stress that's just happening with, I don't know how to, the world, all the things that everybody's having a hard time with. And with the way society is set up right now, it is not set up for the female brain to really manage through this very, very well. Why? Because the female brain thrives off of connection and communication, and women read facial cues way more than men do. So if we're not getting that feedback, that input, it actually can trigger more stress in our brain, let us know that it's an unstable environment. And unstable environments guess what? Trigger more of a stress response in the female body, right? This is the whole brain-body connection. So if you're feeling like tense or like weird or I don't even know, like I'm okay, I don't know why I'm reacting this way, I don't know why I'm feeling weird. It's not in your head, it's not made up. It is literally how your brain is functioning. And it's different now, and these things that are different in the world right now for women, let me phrase it different. It's different for everybody, right? It's different for everybody. But the way the female brain interprets this information, it interprets it as a trauma, a stressor, a danger, and unstable. And that triggers an extra stress response in our bodies. Yeah. So, extra layer of stress on top of all this, which leads to dun 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 and more, right? Like I could talk for hours on the impact of stress, inflammation, all these things on the brain, on the body, and how your system is working and functioning. So when you're looking at, oh, I just need to eat better, or oh, I can't believe I caved and I had those cravings again, and you feel bad about yourself. That's not what it's about. Right now, with the stress that your brain is under, those cravings, it's survival for your system. It's not about having enough willpower. It's your brain thinks that something's wrong, it's dangerous, and it's doing all these things to try and keep you alive in a dangerous time. So thank you, system, but let's try and not. Can we not? And that's where the 12-week challenge comes in. We're going to fuel your body to help support the muscle tissue, repair, recovery, everything, so you have more energy, you have more stamina, and your metabolism can actually turn on. We're going to help your system stop storing everything as fat. Everything, right? We're going to just shift that around. There's specific ways that a biological female burns fat, and we're going to tap into that. And then we look at everything else, like the disrupted sleep, brain fog, inflammation, gut health, right? All of it. It matters. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you need any other resources or other help. I hope you enjoyed my game. Maybe I'll make more games. This was not very tricky though, was it? I'll come up with a better game tomorrow. Yes, but if you need any other help or resources, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm a resource for you. My goal here is just to educate women more on how the female body works and functions. So once you start working with it better, you feel better and you actually get better results and you get to keep them. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night and I will see you later.